Okay, so when I say business plan, what comes to your mind?
Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so I just need a little bit of tissue. Okay, sorry. Business plan, I think it's a document just for the business to be more organized, I guess.
Okay, yes. And who uses business plans?
Who uses them? I guess the owners.
Okay. And what do you think they use it for? For themselves?
No. I think they send it to someone just as a business pitch, I guess.
Okay, fine. Okay. All right. So let's work on this idea. Okay. So a business plan, we'll write a straight definition for it. So a business plan, like you said, is a document by a business or an entrepreneur that provides hope you're writing this down.
Yes, yes.
So a business plan is a document created by a business or an entrepreneur that provides details about each element of a business. When I say each element of a business, I mean most importantly the business idea, okay? What the business is about. So you could say that it is the introduction, or it's usually the first section of the business plan. So it's usually the introduction, so the business idea. Then comes your aims and objectives. And we remember that we want our aims and our objectives to be smart. Your mission statement comes here as well. Then you identify who your target market is going to be. Who are the people you're going to sell your product to? You're going to write about them, and this is something that you will do through market research. You're going to deal with the finances part. After that, you're going to talk about you're going to write about your revenue forecast. You're going to so in your revenue forecast, you're going to provide with charts and tables and Excels, which are going to demonstrate what money you're expecting to come in to your business as your revenue. Okay. A real definition, maybe I could say, of a revenue forecast is it is basically a prediction a business makes about the amount of revenue it will have in the future. So they can make their judgment based on the past data, or based if it's a complete startup, then they've obviously conducted market research to see the forecasted sales, understand the competition's revenue, and then based on that they've generated their own revenue streams. And then comes your projected cost, however much money is going to cost you to produce a particular thing, and a profit, how much profit you're going to make. Then comes your cash flow forecast. Your cash flow forecast covers all the money that is coming in and all the money that is going out. Do you remember we talked about how important it is to manage the inflows and the outflows
Yes,
in
yeah.
order for this business to keep running? So this is an important part of a business plan because you want to ensure that you've managed your inflows and outflows properly. Otherwise, businesses fail. Then comes your sources of finance. Where are you going to get the money from? Is it going to be a loan? Is it going to be an investment from a venture capitalist? Is it going to be money from your own savings, like the case study that we just did? Is it going to be a short-term loan? Is it going to be a long-term loan? There's different types of sources of finance. And then comes what location you've decided your business to open up in. Okay, whatever, the location you've decided. And then comes your marketing plan, which covers your marketing mix, your 4 Ps: product, price, promotion, place. How are you going to, what product you've chosen? What are you going to price it for to cover your cost and make enough profit? How are you going to promote it in the market, and where are you going to sell it? Okay, so that comes in your marketing plan. And these are the 9 things that are part of a business plan. Okay.
Okay, let me just write
Have
it
you
down.
written this? Yeah, write this down. It's a very short chapter, so
Okay.
we'll be done with it.
Okay, miss, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So, why make business plan? What is the purpose of making a business plan? Um, why do you think?
I think so the business, like the owners, the investors, whatever, they know what their, they know what their goals are, they know what their, their aim is, and they know exactly what they're gonna do in the business, on how to expand, on how to grow, and how to make it survive, I think.
Okay, so it gives them a sense of direction. Give a sense of direction. with clear objectives. Yes. It also minimizes the risk of failure. How do you think it minimizes the risk?
I think when you're going into a business without any business plan or any what you're gonna be doing with the business, I think you tend to kind of you know uh you kind of get off the path. You don't even know what you're doing and everything. So I think the business plan kind of guides you through what you're gonna do and
Mhm.
how you're gonna manage everything.
Okay. Okay. So you can, lay everything out on the table and just really evaluate whether you should actually do the business or not as well,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Help you make that decision as well. Also minimizes the level of risk is because when you're creating a business plan, an entrepreneur has to consider all the key elements, like we just discussed here, and of a business, and they have to address any issues anywhere they see a problem over here, they go to the root of it and try and solve that. Um, they also conduct a lot of market research to understand what is going on in the market to get a better idea, and they understand their potential and make location decisions. Um, all of that is going to give them like a clearer idea and make but much sound decision. Hence, it will reduce the risk of failure. Market research will help with creating aims and objectives as well for the business, and market research understand the market. There are two types of market research. Do you know them?
No.
Okay. One of them is called primary research. That is the one that you do yourself. So you go around with the questionnaires and ask people to fill it. That's primary research. Then there's secondary research. You Googled something and you saw somebody else's research and you saw the result that, okay, 80% of people like to eat Nutella. Um, Fine, I'm just going to start selling Nutella waffles. Okay, so that's secondary research. Primary research is the research that you carry out yourself. Okay. Um, and another important document that is used to minimize your risk is your cash flow that you make, because you're really getting an eye opener of what money is going to come into your business and what is going to be going out over a period of time. So that prediction, and by completing a cash flow forecast, an entrepreneur will see if there are any times of the year when they may make a loss. For example, let's say you're an ice cream business, right? Um, so all year round, what time of the year or what couple of months do you think the business will not be doing so well? It's an ice
Win-
cream
winter.
business. Winters, exactly, right? So that cash flow forecast is going to give a clear idea that your sales are going to decline during, November and December, during the winter season. So at that point, perhaps you could start thinking about maybe selling hot chocolate, perhaps a backup strategy. So this is um, having a cash flow forecast and a business plan and all the research is going to give you a quick eye opener of of what you really can do in situations, and what are the times of the year that you might not be doing so well in. Another important use of a business plan is that it helps you obtain finance. When you try and get a loan from the bank, this is the first document they're going to ask you for. A business plan is essential when a new business is attempting to, raise finance, and when they need, whether it's a bank or other potential investors like venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are the people who just invest in businesses and they take a small small percentage in return, a percentage of ownership. So I could sit back and invest in 10 businesses, and I could say that I want 10% stake. Have you watched The Dragon's Den?
No.
The Dragon's Den, you should watch one episode, or just YouTube The Dragon's Den, and you will see those are the people who are venture capitalists. They sit and listen to people pitching their ideas, and you'll see a physical representation of a business plan in those episodes. They will come, they will present their business plans to these people who are willing to invest in your business, and they're basically a venture capitalist, and they're successful people with a lot of money. So they say, okay, fine, I like your business idea, but this is something that you could do as well to make it better. I will give you the money that you need to invest in the business, but in return, I want 15% ownership of your business. Okay. So they're usually really smart, and they say, like, we want 50% and whatnot. And then you have to argue back and say, no, I won't give you 50%. I'll give you, you have to negotiate. So you should really watch one episode of Dragon's Den. You'll really get an idea of this chapter. Um,
Sure.
Obtaining finance is another way of, another important part of a business plan, because banks and investors always want to see your business plan and see your business and how successful it might be, because they want to be sure when they're giving you $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 to invest in your business. They want to be sure that you will be able to return that money with the interest, or because obviously they're letting you borrow money. So that needs to be clear. So business plans are really important for that. Okay. So this is it from the chapter. I'm just going to go through your textbook and see if I've missed anything out.
Sure. Okay,
And
I'll just copy this down.
yeah, sure.
Okay, miss, I'm done.
Okay, I've just shared the link for a quiz for this,
Sure.
the BBC ones. You can do that, and I've covered everything from this chapter from the textbook as well. So you can do the quiz right now, share the score with me, and we'll be done
Sure.
for today.
Okay, miss. Second. Okay.
Okay. Did you do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it.
And the score was?
9 out of 10.
Okay, great. Which one did you get wrong?
The second one.
What was the question?
Which of the following